Hey, it's Monday, so it's time for Lowco Lights on WHHI, powered by Lowcosports.com. The winter sports season is building to a crescendo with the stakes rising as we approach the postseason. Lowco-on-Lowco region clashes took center stage Friday night on the basketball court as Team WHHI was in the nest at Hilton Head High, where the Seahawks took on the rival Bluffton Bobcats. The Cats clawed out a sweep in the den earlier this month, and Bluffton's red-hot girls came out swinging with a 51-35 win behind 23 points from star Tacoya Heyward. The Bobcats have won 14 straight and are 18-1 on the season. But another sweep was not in the cards for the Cats thanks to a stellar all-around effort from the Hilton Head boys, who revived their fading playoff outlook with a 60-42 win after an 0-4 start to region play. Elsewhere in Region 7 4A, Colleton County's boys knocked off frontrunner James Island to jump into a tie atop the standings, and Lucy Beckham swept May River, halting the boys' three-game winning streak. Our friends at Buford's Own were in the Palace in Burton for the rematch between rivals Battery Creek and Buford on Friday. The Eagles swept the first meetings in a pair of Donnybrooks, and it was more of the same in round two. Both matchups were competitive throughout, and the girls' game went down to the wire, with Carson Crosby sinking the game-winning free throw to lift the Eagles to a 35-34 win. The boys' game was a scrap as well, but the Dolphins couldn't knock down enough shots down the stretch to keep pace, as A.J. Newton controlled the paint for Buford with 17 points and 13 rebounds in a 51-41 win that solidifies the Eagles' hold on third place and drops Creek to 0-4 in region play with a huge game at Hanahan looming Tuesday. I entered the Warrior Coliseum at John Paul II on Friday for a Lowco-on-Lowco showdown between the Golden Warriors and Hilton Head Christian Academy. JP2's girls have been on the rise the past couple of seasons and hope to have the firepower to hang with the HHCA juggernaut this time around, but the Eagles' dynamic backcourt of Devin Yard and Maya Hutchinson proved to be too much to handle. Yard poured in 30 points and dished out 7 assists, and Hutchinson added 27 points along with 9 rebounds and 5 dishes to lead HHCA to a 69-50 win. JP2's boys have seen a big turnaround this season as well and appeared poised to pull off a big win against a short-handed Eagles team that was down to 7 players dressed, one of whom just returned from the school musical in a pinch. But HHCA dug deep as Isaiah Anderson kept the Eagles in it in the first half, and Elijah White took over in the fourth quarter of a hard-fought 56-49 win. Both HHCA teams took tough losses at home against Brunswick on Saturday, 48-44 in the girls' game and 57-41 in the boys' contest. In other key games Friday, the Cross girls beat Hilton Head Prep by 20 in an impressive showing. Hampton County's boys stayed perfect in region with a win over Woodland, and the Whale Branch boys earned a big win over Bethune-Bowman. The USCB Sandsharks had a tough afternoon at Flagler College on Saturday as the women came up short in a 70-59 defeat and the men went ice cold from outside and were routed 97-68 by the Saints. USCB is back home in the Cove on Wednesday against Columbus State. It was a big weekend on the wrestling mats, especially for the girls, with the middle school state championships and the high school lower state qualifier on tap. 7 young women will rep the Lowco at the state tournament as May River's Vivian Uriola and Bluffton's Jada Lawrence won their weight classes, while Hilton Head's Rosa Olivetti and Annie Mariano, Whale Branch's Gigi Rosario and Mary Black, and Colleton County's Amaya La Presta also placed in the top 4 to advance to state. The next generation of female hammers showed their stuff at the Carolina Invitational, where Bluffton Middle's Amory Alvarez and Hilton Head Middle's Liza Diaz Morales claimed state titles. Ladies Island's Cameron Fields was runner-up in her weight class, and Bluffton's Jordan Heaton and Ladies Island's Alana O'Quinn placed 4th. Awesome stuff. And the guys also got after it Saturday at the Region 7 4A meet at Bluffton High School, where May River advanced all 14 wrestlers to the lower state qualifier with 7 champions. Bluffton sent 12 wrestlers through with 3 champs, while Hilton Head had 10 qualifiers and 1 champion, and Colleton County advanced 8 wrestlers with 1 champ. We went deeper into all the latest wrestling news last night on the Lowco Grind, presented by Reverence Wrestling Club, now streaming on demand on the Lowco Media Network on YouTube. Join us for more local sports talk on the Lowco Sports Lowdown at 10 p.m. tonight. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.